You're the principal?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I spoke to the superintendent. They said I could come into the lobby.
Not right now. We're getting them dismissed at this point.
So you're denying me entry into the lobby after the superintendent said that I was allowed?
Frauditor busters. Exposing First Amendment auditors one frauditor at a time.
Welcome to the channel everyone, and in today's video I'm going to take a look at RightsRukusResolution, aka William Daniel Taylor from Dayton, Ohio. This is the face behind the camera, and shock horror, a frauditor with a criminal record. Who would have guessed? But before I get into the video and William's criminal record, I have a special shout out to two channels. The Wise Owl, The Lucid Dreams, for putting me onto this vile person.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream.
And to Andre Slane for supplying me with William's criminal history.
Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
And if you haven't subscribed to either of these two channels, The Lucid Dreams or Andre Slane, I strongly recommend that you do. Links are in the description, but remember, please subscribe here first. Now, on with the video.
Looks like here's the actual school. They got two officers here ready for me. Set my Dr. Pepper in my pants.
I'm sorry, set your Dr. Pepper in your pants? I don't want to know. Most guys would put a sock down their pants to impress. But who the fuck do you need to impress? You're at an elementary school where children are aged between 5 and 10 years. Parents have the right to be scared of you. You're one sick bastard. But let's continue.
Bauer Elementary.
I'm not going to subject you to the dead air and his insistent talking to himself. You can thank me by subscribing. I'm going to jump to where he actually engages with someone. It might get a little bit more interesting.
This is a public school, right?
It is a public school, but there are laws dictating who can be in and out of the school during school times. So you're free to go into the lobby. You're free to interact with any of the staff that you want to in the lobby. But if they tell you, like, hey, this is a restricted area, yeah, you can't go past that.
I can't go past the restricted area, but for it to be a restricted area, it has to be labeled so, right?
Well, or you have to be informed, so.
So they can just label it any hallway that they want a restricted area.
Well, I'll tell you, any area of the school except for the lobby there is going to be considered restricted.
If you had children of your own, but please do us a favour, don't breed, you would understand that a parent entrusts the school with the safety and the well-being of their children. So no, unless you have permission or are a parent, you won't be allowed to go past the lobby. And no, it doesn't violate any of your constitutional rights or any of your civil liberties or rights. You fucking moron.
Without some sort of prior permission from the school district. So, like, I mean, you're free to go in the lobby, but that's as far as you're going to be able to go.
I'm free to go in the lobby, but that's as far as I'm going to be able to go.
Yeah, you'll find, I mean, all the doors and everything will be locked from there. So, like, anything that isn't locked, you're good, but anything that is locked, you're not going to be allowed to go in there.
Okay. How do I get in the lobby? How do I get in the lobby? Is there a button I must press? Oh, looks like they've locked their doors. Could you assist me in gaining entry to the lobby because they got the doors locked? Where's the buzzer at? I didn't see it. I didn't see the buzzer. Huh? I don't think this is it. No, that's not the buzzer. I don't see any buzzer. There should be a buzzer. There should be. I don't know why there's not.
I'll tell you what, I can't really talk right now. Cool. Thanks, man.
I don't see a buzzer on there, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm not gonna let you in those doors. Like,
Well, I think if it's a public building and it's open to the public, like you're kind of required to give me some assistance.
it's not my building. It's the school district's building.
Yeah, but your job is to.
No, it's not. It's not to let you through locked doors, bro. Sorry.
Your job is to render aid, right?
You don't need aid getting in there. You can knock on the door, or you can call any of the people you've called before.
Okay, I'll make a phone call. Is your body camera rolling?
It is.
These officers here said that there's some sort of buzzer on the door. Probably there's not a buzzer on the door that allows me entry into this building.
So before we meet the principal of the school, I want to point out a couple of things. At the start, you said they have 2 officers here ready for me.
They got 2 officers here ready for me.
You're not that important, and surely we're going to find out why they are there. You are the secondary reason. The primary reason is because of the time of day. The second thing is, have a look at these snapshots. See that big yellow thing? No, P-Brain, it's not Big Bird from Sesame Street, your favourite TV show. It's a school bus. Here it is again behind the cruiser, and here comes another one. I'm wondering, what could that mean? But let's now go meet the principal.
We'll see if they allow me entry. Hello, ma'am. You're the principal?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I spoke to the superintendent. They said I could come into the lobby.
Not right now. We're getting them dismissed at this point.
So you're denying me entry into the lobby after the superintendent said that I was allowed? So why aren't you gonna let me into the lobby?
Do you have a specific appointment or anything like that in regards to a student that attends here?
I don't think I need one.
This is a school building, so if you would like
But
to
it's
be
a
on
public building.
It is not a public entity, not a school.
Yes, it is. It is a public
You
entity.
can discuss that with Dr. Blessing.
I did speak to Dr. Blessing, and she said that I could come into the lobby. You might want to go ahead and give her a call.
I'm at a loss as to where to go from here. You're not a parent or a guardian of a student attending the school. You were told by the principal that the school was getting ready to dismiss the children, hence the arrival of the school buses. Oh look, yet another school bus. You have no legitimate business. You have no constitutional rights, either implied or inferred, to allow you access to the school. The school is a non-public forum. Now, there might be times where it could be a limited public forum, but not during school hours. Let's continue.
Or would you like me to do so?
That would be fine if you'd like to reach out and make an appointment to come in.
She said that I could come in. So am I allowed in? Can I follow you in there?
No.
Why not? You're going in. Am I not allowed to come in with you?
Right? Yeah, I think that these gentlemen are school resource officers who address that.
They told me I needed to buzz in. Can I get names and badge numbers?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant Kiefer. It's 248. And this is
Cops, COPSUY 239.
230.
So she said this is not a public entity. Could you educate her?
I could not.
This is a
I'm
public.
sorry.
This is a public
Police
entity, though.
Department knows anything about how school districts are funded? I'm sorry, man. I don't know anything about.
So if I educate you, could you educate her?
No. They've locked the door.
Well, this is a school. I figured this is the perfect place to give some education.
You can educate me, but that doesn't mean you're going to get inside the building, my friend.
Okay, so the way this works is it's owned by the Ohio Board of Education. It's paid for by taxpayer dollars. I pay for this school to operate, so I'm just as entitled to be in there as anybody else. You guys allow members to, well, what you would say, buzz in or get a visitor's pass and walk around the building. I should be treated no differently.
Don't allow that.
You don't allow they
walk around the building. No.
They don't allow that?
No. No.
So there's no visitor's pass or visitors?
There is if you have a purpose to be here, but if your purpose is just to walk around and videotape the school, that's not happening.
It's conducting official business.
And then make an appointment and do it after hours when kids aren't here.
So under Illinois' compiled state statute, during operations of normal business hours, that's the only appropriate time for me to do such activity of what I'm doing. I could state the statute if you like, but I mean, I'm sure you guys don't care. But there's already higher circuit Supreme Courts that have ruled in favor of what I'm doing. So I'm not sure if you're aware of like ACLU versus Alvarez or Glick versus Cunniffe, some of the higher Supreme Court cases, but I'm allowed to be doing what I'm doing, and I'm on public property. This is all public property. I don't see anywhere on that front door where it says private property. Do you guys see anywhere where it's labeled private property? I don't believe so. So I think since I'm the only one with all the answers, I should be allowed entry, right? I think so. I think
You are free to think that.
it seems I'm more knowledgeable.
I realise that it must be really hard for you to understand. They are not going to let you in. Now, please tell me what official business you are conducting. Trying to walk around a school where there's a high probability that you'll be filming children? What are you going to do? Play pocket pinball at the same time? No, you're not on official business. Whilst there have been court rulings that allow for the filming of public officials in their official capacity, the courts have also added the caveat time, place and manner. There's also the public forum doctrine that has been upheld by the courts. Now the two cases that you cited, ACLU versus Alvarez and Glick versus Cunniffe, have nothing to do with filming in a school. Those two cases are about filming the police carrying out their duties in a public place. Now this lowlife continues to walk around the outside of the building, putting his camera up against the window trying to film inside, being a vile little peeping Tom. And telling anyone who will listen to him about his rights to film, his rights to be there, ignoring the rights of the others that are around. I'm going to skip the next 5 minutes of his bullshit to where the principal finally calls the police. Let's roll that video.
These doors aren't normally locked, right?
No, they might have a shelter in place. Go around to the side.
So can I go around to the side?
He's trying to talk to me right now. I'm on the phone with the police. You need to leave.
You want me to leave?
I do.
Why? Why am I being told to leave? Why am I being told to leave? She told me I have to leave. I haven't broken any law. I haven't broken any law. So the police are on their way again. They said they're calling the police on me, so I figured I'd go ahead and call them. And I'm allowed to do what I'm doing, so I don't know what their intentions of calling the police on me are. But I'll stick around to find out. They got this one closed now. They're not looking out of it anymore. This guy right here, he's quite the dickhead, if I do say so myself. Definitely a dickhead.
You must be referring to the reflection in the window, because that's the only dickhead I can see. Weren't you told to leave by the principal when she was on the phone to the police? Then why haven't you left? Oh, okay, I know. You're after another criminal trespass charge, to go with the other 3 criminal trespasses that you have, and that you've been found guilty of. Spent at least 28 days in county for it. And don't forget that active warrant for failure to appear for another criminal trespass charge. You're going well with those criminal trespasses, aren't you? Maybe one day you'll learn. Oh, hang on, you're a frauditor. Learning's not in your vocabulary. Alright, guess you'll be spending a lot of time in counting.
It's not this seems like a perfect day to be doing what I'm doing. They got parent-teacher conferences going on and shit. That's like the perfect time. Doesn't seem like they're too happy. Not too happy at all. I don't want anybody doing any kind of recording. Looks like they got the police pulling back up on me. Let's see if I go to jail or not. Can I come inside with you? So you guys don't want to go through the front because you don't want me to come through the front door with you. So can I come with you? Can I come with you around the back? Can I come with you around the back? Why?
It's not.
We'll see how they act. They're in the window watching me, but they don't want to see. Look, they put things up over the windows. So this is their precautionary measure for this. Why are you guys acting like this? Why are you guys acting like this over a peaceful person? It's very concerning. Very, very concerning. Can I come in? Why not? I'm sorry?
If you step inside this building, you'll be arrested.
For what?
Criminal trespass.
I've never been trespassed.
I'm advising you right now that you're not permitted in this building. Not behind any door that's locked. And if you do, you will be arrested for criminal trespass. Okay?
So,
you understand that? Do you understand the words that I just said to you? That if you come in here through a door that's locked, that I'm telling you not to come through.
this door's open right now. This door's.
I'm telling you, you're not to come in here, or you will be arrested. Do you understand?
What was?
Yes or no? Do you understand me?
Do I have to answer that?
You don't have to answer anything.
I don't think I do
You
either.
have to step to the side so they can get the kids in here.
I can step to the side for you. I wasn't obstructing the entrance, I don't believe. They got kids getting off the bus going into the school. I have no intentions of recording the children, my man. That's not my goal. I made that well aware with the superintendent. The only intentions I have are record the publicly accessible areas. So, you guys are doing parent-teacher conferences and stuff, but it's not open to the public.
Let me address some of the points that he has on the screen. 1. I'm out here recording kids and I'm some sort of creep. Well, so you are a creep. You're at an elementary school where there are young children. There is the potential for you to record those children. Just because you haven't shown any in this video doesn't mean that you haven't recorded them. Creepy. 2. I'm only here to record the school itself, its public officials, and publicly accessible areas. It's an elementary school, dickhead. There are no publicly accessible areas unless you have legitimate official business. The school is a non-public forum. 3. Recording children has never been my goal, but providing transparency and accountability is. What transparency? What accountability? Accountability for what? Money spent? Then FOIA the accounts. What transparency? It's a school. You know, parents send their children there for an education. The teachers provide the education. There. That's your transparency. 4. It's 2023 and there are plenty of cameras that record your children. Okay, yeah, I agree, there are. And they're called security cameras. They're controlled by legislation. They're governed and protected, unlike a creep who is going around putting a video on social media for a quick dollar. Because that's all you're after, is the money. And finally, to me, it sounds like you are the problem instead of me. Well, if everyone else has a problem with you, and everyone is saying what you're doing is creepy, and that you're a creep, then the problem isn't with everyone else. The problem is you. Now, you've been told to leave the school. Fucking leave the school, dickhead.
You guys are allowing other members of the public, except for me. If you'd step out, supervisor, you're not going to talk to me?
My friend, we have nothing else to say to each other.
Well, you just threatened arrest.
If you come in here, yes.
But without violating any law.
I'm telling you, if you step in here, you will be arrested.
For trespass.
So you do understand what I said earlier.
You said you were going to arrest me for trespass.
If you step in here,
But
yes.
trespass is only... You can only trespass somebody for breaking a law. You can only trespass somebody for breaking a law.
You do understand that if you step in here, you will go to jail, don't you?
You do understand you can't trespass me for not breaking a law.
I'm telling you that if you step in here, you'll be breaking the law.
How so?
By stepping in here when I've told you not to. This is not a public area. You do not have access to this area. I am telling you.
So what about the lobby?
I'm warning you that if you step in here...
So what about the lobby?
Please step back so they can come through here, please. Thank you.
You guys have another school right here, right? About a mile and a half. 2 of them, right? The elementary over here and the high school. So if I walk over there, Are you guys going to deny me entry? You're not going to talk to me, huh? Keeps running from the camera. Supervisor that doesn't like to be on camera. Photogenic. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the other schools. If you guys want to meet me over here, I'm sure that's where you guys will be headed to next, right? I don't know if you're gonna be the officers responsible for the high school and stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and walk over there.
So that was William Daniel Taylor trying to force his rights to film at an elementary school. Unfortunately, this problem isn't going to end soon, and there will be other creeps and parasites who think that just because the school is public, they have a right to do this sort of thing. No, you don't. A school is a non-public forum. You don't have the right to go in there and film. You know, ring them up. Put in a FOIA request. Just don't show up where there's kids, because it's just not cool. Now, I was going to include his visit to the high school, but honestly, I can't take any more of him right now. But this would be a good time to look at his criminal record. Now, I'm not going to read through his extensive criminal record, starting from 5/16/17 through to 8/20/23. I will show it though. There are 3 that I am interested in discussing. Well, pointing out, because why the police failed to do anything about it, I have no idea. The first one is 8/23/20, possession of drugs, misdemeanor, Hamilton County, failure to appear, warrant has been issued for his arrest. 7/26/22, obstructing official business, he was found guilty, $135 fine, shocker, never paid, and it was sent to collection. 5/16/23, criminal trespass, which was committed on 5/10/23. It's a misdemeanor in Butler County. Failure to appear, again, warrant has been issued on the 3rd of the 11th, 3/11/24. 8/17/23, Norwood, Ohio PD confirmed he has a warrant for drugs, but only in Hamilton County. Yeah, I don't understand that one. If he's got a warrant for drugs, it should be valid for anywhere, but who knows. 8/20/23, disorderly conduct, Butler County, Ohio, failure to appear, warrant issued 3/11/24. Parents, if you see this parasite outside your child's school, you have a right to be concerned. You have a right to do something about it. Report it to the school. Let them know he's there. Please do not get involved personally. Do not do anything to him. It's not worth it. But report him to the school. Report him to the police officer that is at the school. Now, there is something that the police tend to overlook, and I will pull that one up right now. So, what law am I referring to? Well, I'm referring to the Ohio Revised Code 513.15, loitering or remaining in a public place for the purpose of engaging in drug-related activity. Now, under the First Amendment, yes, he can be standing on a public area and filming the school. There's nothing you can do about that. But why do I believe that 513.15 is applicable? Well, paragraph 1. The person is a known unlawful drug user, possessor or seller. For the purpose of this section, a known unlawful drug user, possessor or seller is a person who, within the knowledge of the arresting officer, has been convicted in any court in the state of any violation involving the use, possession or sale of any controlled substance as defined in Ohio Revised Code chapter 2925. or the person has been convicted of any violation of the provisions of the Ohio Revised Code or substantially similar laws of any political subdivision of the state of Ohio or any other state. And as we saw, this person has a warrant issued for him for the possession of drugs 8/23/20 with a failure to appear for Hamilton County, and 8/17/23 Norwood, Ohio PD confirmed that he has a warrant for drugs but only in Hamilton County. Therefore, report him to the police. Let them know that he has 2 outstanding warrants for drugs. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'm Florida Buster. Until next time, stay safe.